I think I lost the vision of it. All right. So good afternoon, everyone. Wherever you're joining us from, please just type your name and where you're joining us from. You're welcome to today's webinar. And this webinar is hosted by GVES and GMP CEO of GTEX Holdings, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. And the title of this webinar is Raising 10 billion naira to build 1,000 green and smart sustainable homes in the this webinar is what this project is all about, what you stand to gain, what are different projects that we have in GTEX Holdings, what are different ways you can maximize investment in GTEX Holdings, why we need 10 billion naira, and how you can be a part of this, right? And our major speaker is none other than the GMD CEO of GTEX Holdings, the visionaire, right, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. Good afternoon, sir. Dr. Stephen.
Hey, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Fantastic, sir.
I would like us to start with the video I did last week on GVEST at Bodge. Is that possible?
Yes, that can be done within the next 3 to 5
Okay,
minutes.
beautiful. But I'd like to know those who are here. Your name, what you do, where you're joining us from. Let's just get to know those who are here, please. So I would be grateful if I can have that. So as you guys are joining us, your name, what you do, where you're joining us from. It would be great if you can do that. Can you send the login to me on WhatsApp if you can? I'm Celestine Mirabella from Norway. Mirabella from Norway, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. What else do we have here? Ike Namba from Lagos, thank you. Who else? We have Fortune Tam Gravel, Benin City. Pastor David from DRC Congo. Joe from Lagos. Ola from Dubai. Isaac from Lagos. Okay, who else is here? Abatunde from Nigeria will, of course, state the specific location. Another Isaac from Port Harcourt. Blessing from Abuja. Who else is here? And by the way, please invite other people. Of course, if they can afford what we're doing here, invite them. If they can't, maybe they will do other things we do later. Victor from Abeokuta. Charles Tommy from Akwa Ibom. How's Akwa Ibom today? We need to open an estate in Akwa Ibom, particularly Uyo. Richard from Lagos. Charles Tommy, how good to have you here, Charles Tommy. Where again are you joining us, Charles Tommy? Can you confirm again? David from Abeokuta. Ololade from Abeokuta. Israel Wanga from Abuja. Okay. Charles Tommy is joining us from Uyo. Good. Honestly, we need to open an estate in Uyo. And we definitely have Uyo in mind. And we will, by the grace of God, open an estate there. As you guys are joining us, we're taking time to know each other. Madu Jennifer from Port Harcourt, you're welcome. Who else is here? So please tell us your name. Tell us where you're joining us from. We'd like to know you better. I really do appreciate knowing you better. So who else is here? One from Abeokuta. There are a lot of people from Abeokuta here. It's like my town people decide to show up today. By the way, I'm from Abeokuta anyway. Tochi from Lagos. Um, welcome, welcome. So good. Edward from Abuja, you guys are welcome, and I want to thank all of you for coming, taking your time. Adeola Owoduni from UK, thank you. I really want to thank you for coming. I really am grateful. My next conversation before I go into today's presentation is a thank you message to all existing investors with GVest. You know, I always say my case is that of heavy trust. You know, sometimes I ask myself, why do you guys really trust, right? Because one of the biggest issues we face if you're from Africa is trusting anybody, right? And you have the right not to trust people because many people have betrayed that trust over time. And for a lot of you to have, trusted our brand and be part of what we do, I want to say thank you. Okay, real big thank you for joining us, for trusting the brand, for believing in the brand all this year. Mohammed, where are you joining us from? What parts of the world? So I'm really grateful for the trust, the love. Celestine Tingno says, I'm not a Nigerian, but I love you because you love someone I love. Bishop Oyedepo. Okay. Muhammad from Abuja, thank you for joining. Right. By the way, GTEX is not a Nigerian company, we're a global brand. And GTEX is also not a religious organization. Yes, the founder is a Christian, but we have multiple religion. In Dubai, Muslims are the highest religion, followed by Buddhist. So Christians are even the least in our office here in Dubai. So we're a company for the whole of the world. We're not, I personally, those who know me know that I'm very spiritual, but I don't believe in religion. And I'm not, into, okay, we want to work with somebody from this religion or that religion or this ethnicity or that ethnicity. Competence is always what we believe in and what we stand for. But back to the conversation, I want to thank every existing investor. So I would like to know if you're an existing investor with us at GVest, can you indicate? Just type, I'm an existing investor. I'm an existing investor. Anyone here? If you're an existing investor with us at GVest, kindly just indicate and just type, I'm an existing investor. I'd like to know you guys and celebrate you guys. Because like I said, it takes a lot to have many of you trust the brand and invest. Now, I mean, how many of you are existing investor with us at GVest? Okay, if you have currently invested with us at GVest, kindly type, I'm an existing GVest investor. Okay, I know we have a lot of new investors joining us tonight who are about to invest. In fact, many had reached out to me, confirming our account detail, they're making payments and all that. But I just want to confirm. So Celestine Signo says she's an existing GVest investor. Wow, and you're not a Nigerian. By the way, that's another thing. I realized that some of our investors are not Nigerians. We have Chinese who invested with us, not even just in GVest, we invested in buying land. And they are from China. They're not even Nigerians. And that goes again to tell you that we're indeed a global company and not local in any way. Any other investor, thank you, Celestine, for being an investor. Babatunde Ashabon, thank you for being an investor. I appreciate you. I also want to ask my next question. Again, before going to my presentation, pardon me to ask all these questions and appreciate and give honor to those who honor is due, because we're here because some people had invested with us. How many of you who had invested in GVest had gotten to your maturity stage and GVest paid you your money? Do we have anyone here? Right? You invested with GVest and your money had gotten to the maturity stage and you got your money. Oh, Celestine, you again. You know what? Admin, please pull up Celestine. I need to meet Celestine. Okay? I really need to meet this person. Celestine, pull up Celestine. Celestine, if you don't mind, I'd love to know you. They'll pull you up and just get to meet you and ask you a few questions. How did you get to invest with GVest? What has been your experience? This, and to confirm again, because again, one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Also, I'm still waiting for more people. If you're a GVest investor and your maturity period was due and GVest paid you, kindly indicate I got paid, please. I just love to know. And the reason why we're doing this again is because we know there are some other new investors who are here, and we needed to, because I've been doing a lot of articles in recent time. Sometimes people think I show off, and what they don't know is that I'm not showing off. I'm just marketing, right? And I've given several scriptural backup to some of those conversations, that the Bible talks about the fact that you do not put on a light and put it under the bed. Okay? You have to show it, because most people don't believe social media. So if you don't show, right, there's just an assumption that is not real. So, Celestine, how are you today? I can't hear you, Celestine. You need to unmute or
Oh yeah, I was at the library and it's cold. It's winter. I want to get my jacket so that I can go out. I can't because I can't shop in the library.
Oh, that's fine. I guess you are Celestine, probably is based in the UK or somewhere.
No, I'm in Norway.
Norway. Okay, Celestine
Yeah,
is in Norway.
sorry, it's very
Originally, you are from DRC Congo, right?
nice. I'm from Cameroon.
You're from Cameroon. Oh, nice. We have a good number of Cameroonians in our Dubai office. Nice, really, really good to know. So, how did you get to hear about GVest? This GVest investment. How did you get to hear about it? Hello, Celestine, are you there? Hello.
Yes, hello, Dr. Steven. I'm so happy to talk with you, sir.
Nice meeting you, by the way.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure and an honor.
The honor is mine, and it's good to meet you. And I'm happy to meet you, because one of the issue I have is I don't know most of our investors, and any opportunity to get to know you guys, it gives me so much joy. If I remember, I sometimes meet some at the airport. I was coming to Dubai one day. I met this lady and said, hello. And she greeted me so warmly. And I said, I'm one of your investors. I almost like, wow, thank you so much. So thank you for being an investor with us at GVest. How did you get to know about us?
I know, actually, I first of all know you, and then I
Oh,
tried to listen to you, what you were doing on your page. I discovered you, I think, on Facebook, and what you were doing. And then I heard your story. I was so passionate about that. And mostly, yes, I know it's not a Christian organization because I've been having problem of trust. And then I watched the way you were doing, and my spirit connect. And above all, you love Bishop David Oyedepo, and that's somebody I follow, I think, since my Christian journey. That was one of my greatest motivation. And then it has been good, the journey, sir.
wow, interesting. So how much did you invest?
2 million, not so
2
much.
million.
Yeah.
And you got your returns from GVest.
Yeah, Yes, I got it, and then I got it. I was actually supposed to get it since, but I was having problem of having it because of bank account. I didn't have a Nigeria bank account, and then the company tried to contact me several times to send it, but I finally found somebody that had a Nigeria bank account, and everything was done, sir.
Good. I'm happy to know that the team, because another thing is, and you need to confirm this, because sometimes people reach out to me thinking that I'm the one to do one thing or the other. Did you have to talk to me for anything to be done? Because some people always think I run GTEC, so because they see me
Uh,
advertise, they think I'm the one they need to talk to. Did you have
uh,
to talk to me at
ye-
all?
Actually, sir, I discovered you also on WhatsApp because I got your number. One time we have communicated on WhatsApp before, because the first time when I wanted to invest, because it was difficult, and then I call you, and then you send me a link from your WhatsApp, and then through that link, and that is where I got to know, because I didn't have a Nigeria account, and then it was in Norway, and then the bank here in Norway is quite skeptical for everything going on in Nigeria. I needed to send me a lot of documents for the bank to confirm the money to go. And the money stayed so long on the way before it took like more than 10 days before he reached Nigeria, because the bank here in Norway delayed it.
Mm.
Mhm.
Well, the good news about that is that we are working very hard, and very soon we will be able to help those of you who have this issue of wanting to not having to send money to Nigeria. We are trying to get a SEC license in the US.
Mhm.
So hopefully before the end of this year, we'll do that. And with
Mhm.
that license, we'll be able to have people send money directly to our US account.
Okay.
It will be used for that same purpose. We just didn't want to do that to avoid situations where we are not we don't have the regulation, and then people are now putting, since the core investment we're doing is in Nigeria. As much as we have expanded to Dubai, to US, to UK, we wanted to get the regulatory license before people pay money into any. We have a lot of international accounts, but you know how issues of tax, issues of money laundering works internationally. So if you don't just get their SEC license and they officially know that people are investing through you, they may think that you are doing tax evasion,
Mhm.
right? And you may run into a lot of trouble. So that's why for now we're sticking to the night, because in Nigeria we're a licensed cooperative, so we have the legal right to be able to bring people together, have them invest in what we're doing. But
Mhm.
hopefully very soon we'll be able to do that of the US, and it will be a lot easier. But once again, thank you for investing. I appreciate you, and thank you for coming here,
Thank you,
confirming
sir.
you were able to invest, confirming that your money was paid, and it was
Mhm.
even our team calling you to see how they can pay your money to you. I'm
Okay.
impressed. How professional was our team that attended to you? Were they very
I
professional?
I think the first, before I even invested, I think the customer service is quite very good. The young guy is from Dubai. He was with him because you were the one that gave me his number. Yes, and then I don't a number indicating to the you. I don't know if it's really you or your secretary that gave the number to me, and then and the person was the customer service was quite good. I really appreciate. And yes, the team has reached out to me to pay, but the return delayed because I was not able, but I didn't want the money to be paid back in Norway because of also tax. I wanted it to be sent to my original country, Cameroon, but it was difficult. It has been very difficult. But I succeeded to get so a friend that stays in Nigeria, and then they send the money to the person so the person can reach out to me. I think the customer service is
For
quite very good.
beautiful. For your next payment, I think you can always open. I don't know if you have a Cameroon account. I think it's a lot easier to move. Ikena, I'm sure it's easier to move funds from Nigeria to a Cameroon account.
Yeah, but I sent the Cameroon account. They said that it wasn't possible. And then I couldn't get it from Cameroon account. That means and now I just have to go towards a third party. That's it. And then also to send it. As you were saying, Dr. Steven, that to arrange is good because Norway, everything where you are doing business in Nigeria, I don't know why it's so difficult. The bank will not approve any transaction. I had to send a lot of documents to prove that I wasn't because I don't know, maybe they are protecting their customer or being scammed. I don't actually know why.
Days to be processed. So I called that this morning to send a Nigeria account number, which she did, and
Yes,
we
sir.
transferred the returns to her this morning.
Yes, sir. You did that, sir. You get me the message. That's why I respond, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you did, sir.
Okay, beautiful. I'm happy to hear, and
Yes,
I'm hoping that these are also issues we can, Ikena, we can look into. Inter-transfer across African countries,
Mhm.
right? Because a lot of our investors are in diaspora, and you're right, many don't want their returns back to the Western world because of tax purposes, and many won't mind the money going back to another, rather go back to the African account. So we'll look into that and improve that. So next time you won't need to use a third party. But
sir.
thank you for investing. I appreciate you. And thank you for
Thank you, sir.
coming to share your story. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Can we all
Thank
clap
you, sir.
for her?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Everybody clap for Celestine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do we have any other existing investor here who also their returns, the maturity has been due and they have gotten their money back? Do we have any other existing investor? Right? I will appreciate you indicating. One of the things that for me is very, very important, I've said this over time, when a company is doing right. So if you are one of the existing investors and you've got your return is due and you got it, kindly type me, please. Right? Just type me. One of the major things I've always said that we need to do more in Africa, companies that do well and treat us well, we need to state the story, because it's when we share our story we encourage more people to invest, and GTEx needs money. We're trying to raise $20 billion to really execute our 200 estates. Can you help me bring Pastor Emmanuel Shobowale, please? Let me bring him up. Right, so we're trying to raise $20 billion, and that's not small money. And the more GTEx succeed, the more returns you get, the more your investment is protected, the more success it's for you as well. So I want to encourage us, we need to spread the good news when we're dealing with companies that treated us well. Because oftentimes as Africans, is when we have bad experience, we start talking. When we have good experience, we don't even say jack. And it's a culture that needs to change and improve, right? It is a culture that needs to change and improve. I've had people reach out to me over one or two challenges they've had, just similar to what Mrs. Celestine talked about, where they needed to send her money back, but the account she gave wouldn't work with the banks. And I've seen people reach out to me like that. And when the issue eventually I follow up with the company to know what the staff are doing. And when the issue is eventually resolved, even though at the beginning of the issue they reach out to me, now that it's resolved, they didn't even reach out to say, hey, thank you, things were resolved. And we have to build up a new culture of the same way we complain, we need to celebrate good things that same way. And I think this is very, very important that we do. So we have here one of our investors as well, Pastor Emmanuel. How are you today? How is Port Harcourt? Are you still in Port Harcourt? Him, I know, right? I know him because he used to be my pastor here in Dubai, but he's left Dubai now. So I know him, but because I don't know most of our investors. So how is Port Harcourt?
Well,
Hello.
fine. Port Harcourt is doing great. Opportunity to thank the staffs and beginning with you, the Chief Executive Officer of GTEX Holding. As a matter of fact, I've gotten my returns, and in fact, a week before that time, it was due, maybe like a week, and I got a mail saying that we are sorry, there's a little delay, and as soon as we resolve that, you'll get your returns. I said, okay, that's fine. Lo and behold, the promised date was on Monday, and in the night of Sunday, I just saw an alert. I just left it because I was tired. By the time I woke up to see it, I saw that it was my return that was already credited, and it was prompt, and I want to sincerely appreciate the entire company. And the only regret I had, it's not a regret actually. I was saying to myself, if I'd known, or if I'd had enough finances then, I ought to have made more. I ought to have invested more, because if I'd invested more, I'll have gotten more more returns.
Very true. By the way, James is our branch manager in Port Harcourt. Can you pull up James? James, you have a client in Port Harcourt. You need to at least visit him and
Okay.
And I hope I hope you will reach out to him, and I think that's very, very important.
Thank you. And the other property we got, I had one or two dealings with some individuals in Abuja, and something I discovered, the documentation, right? For the one for GTEX has the survey and also has the deed of assignment. But there are some, when they do their own documentation, is either you have the survey without deed of assignment, or you have a deed of assignment without a survey, and they are making a lot of promises. But my friend was telling me, I said, well, the one I got from GTEX, I didn't only get the deed of assignment, I also got the survey plan. So I was wondering, I said, well, that's why you need to invest with a company like GTEX. But well, I hope they sort it out with him, because they only gave him a deed of assignment. So I'm just saying this to say that you guys, you are doing a great job. And the other lady was saying that the staffs, they did handle that well. I must confess that the same with me too. The staffs have been phenomenal. They have done well. All the while I was making payment, it was a rare, the conversation was a nice one. I had a good transaction, and I can't wait to do business with to continue to do business with GTEX. Once again, I want to say thank you, sir. Thank you to all the staffs. You are appreciated, and we look forward to doing greater things with you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Stephen, and thank you for everyone that is on board.
Thank you, by the way, for that testimony.
Mr. Emmanuel, it will be a pleasure to have you in our Port Harcourt office.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
so
sir.
please feel free to reach
Okay.
out anytime. My name is Jake Studium, and I'm privileged to be the branch manager for GTEx Homes in
All
Accra.
right. So
It's really
we'll,
nice to
we'll
have
come.
you.
We'll come around.
We even
Yeah,
need him
Thank
to
you.
come and pray for your office so that Port Harcourt will sell more than other branches. Right?
amen. To be
So
nice,
Thank
to
you,
be
sir.
nice.
All right.
thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Oh,
I appreciate you for that. I want to thank you. And like I said again, I'm grateful to all of you who are willing to share your testimony. And those testimonies mean a lot to me because, like I said, oftentimes what I notice in Africa, when people have good experience, they don't share it. When they have bad experience, they are ready to complain to the rooftop. And it's a culture we need to change, right? We must celebrate organizations that are doing well. No company is perfect. There are times where there are one or two hiccups, which is normal to any business. Okay. But when companies do their best to give you value, at least acknowledge it. You're encouraging them to do more. Once again, welcome to this 10 billion naira fundraising webinar. GTEx is raising a 10 billion naira for our 1,000 housing unit project. Now we need more than 10 billion. For the project to be completed, we need about 50 billion naira. This is aside what we will need for the golf course and the commercial aspects. But just for fencing, infrastructure, residential, we need about 50 billion. But the 10 billion is enough to kickstart the project across 9 locations. I'm going to be showing you these 9 locations and why they are the right locations for us to put in this kind of investment. So what we're doing with the 10 billion is the initial kickoff. Most people want to buy houses are willing to even pay double if the house is already completed or almost completed. And that's what we have noticed as a pattern. So our goal and our strategy is that for those of you who are able to invest, you are being able to be part of the profits when we eventually get the properties completed, either from what we earn from renting, because not all will sell, some will be renting and getting rental income. Most of it will be sold. So you will definitely now be part of those earning as we build and sell those houses. So let me go on with my slide. Again, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I'm the founder of GTEx Holdings. We're into real estate, agriculture, software development, agriculture, media, logistics, e-commerce, and so on. Okay, we're in US, UK, Dubai, and Nigeria. I'm a member of the Forbes Business Council. I've written about several articles on Forbes. This is one of it, 6 tips to building your business to an empire. You can take the screenshot of this and watch this video and read this article. It's going to be helpful. One of my latest articles is 5 tips for maximizing your real estate investment as a buffer against inflation. This you need to read as well. Powerful article. I've gotten several awards, including doctorate degrees. I'm big on charity works, and for me, it's because the essence of wealth is so that you can touch community, you can touch lives. And our company is also structured that way. We're big on CSR, giving back. Now, we don't give back because we have all the money in the world. We give back because we understand that out of the little you have, you just have to reach out. This is my latest set of books, Billionaire Habits for Entrepreneurs, Billionaire Habits for Pastors, and Billionaire Land Banker. You must read this Billionaire Land Banker because it shares how we've been able to build multi-billion naira assets in land banking and starting from almost scratch. Now, what are the areas of income for housing? Number 1 is called rental income, right? In short, rental income is the rent a landlord gets from his or her tenants. However, there are far more that goes into it, right? So when you have a house, whether it's family home, single family home, or condominium, as you can see the pictures that shows which one is a single family home, which one is condominium. The ones we're doing for now are single family homes. And data has shown that you earn more from single family home, particularly in Africa, even outside Africa, than multiple family homes. So we're starting first with single family homes in 9 locations. And we have discovered that the locations we're building in are locations that high net worth people are willing to live in. In fact, more part of our strategy is B2B. We currently are working with cooperative of ExxonMobil. We're working with cooperatives of several oil companies, so that even in some of the estates we're building, it is their cooperative members, it is this oil and gas expatriate that will be living there. So some of these companies will just be the one to even rent it and give it to their staff. That way, investors have almost as good as guaranteed returns on rent. Okay? So is my property an asset or a liability? I've always shared this. It is the property that you rent out that is a asset. I live in Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa is not an asset to me because I live there. I'm not getting rental income. Now, the only way I've been able to turn Burj Khalifa, where I live here in Dubai, to an asset is I've been able to leverage on the location. First of all, by seeing me live in Burj Khalifa gives top investors confidence to do business with me. But before this meeting, I just had a meeting with some partners who wanted to do a transaction of over $1 billion, right? And needed me to facilitate those transactions, be like bringing buyer and seller together. Now, they will not have reached out to me if I wasn't in Burj Khalifa. And I was also able to host both parties here at Burj Khalifa as well, right, for lunch, both parties, and we had a great time. So that's how I'm converting where I live in from a liability to an asset. But typically, your house that you live in is a liability because it's not generating constant cash flow. It is the one you buy and then you rent out, right? Because one, it puts money into your pocket. It's what you own, provide future benefits, what we call capital appreciation. In other words, you bought the property for, let's say, $100,000. Over time, it grows to what? To $200,000 or $250,000. Now, liability, because it takes money away from you. You need to keep maintaining the house, take care of it, make it, and then because you own it as well, all obligation, tax and non-tax related, is still your headache. Okay? Now, investing in real estate. There are several areas of real estate investment. You have what we call properties. You have REITs, which is Real Estate Investment Trust. You have mutual funds. You have private funds. Now, this that we do in GVES is under Real Estate Investment Trust. It's a fractional investment program that is done in trust. In other words, you are partnering with us to help you invest, of course, put into groups. So, for example, a 1-bedroom goes for 51 million in Jasper. Now, if 5 of you pay 10 million, it means we've put 5 of you together to own one of those 1-bedroom, right? And when we eventually sell it, the profit we make from it, you are able to get a portion of it. Of course, even if we don't sell it, the rent we're earning, part of the profit goes to you for being part of those who helped us to raise funds to build that house, right? Is this making sense? If it makes sense, everybody please type, it makes sense, it makes sense. Now, here are evidences of people who have paid their returns on investment on GVES. Here's somebody 10 million naira, okay? This was 2022. This is somebody who just earned 9.6 million on his 40 million investment. Here's somebody 4.8 million. So you have several people who have earned. We've had some of them share their testimonies today as well, and I want to thank them for doing that. However, we now have two options of investment. We have the dollar option, where you pay us in dollar and your returns will be sent to you in dollar. And in that case, we can wire it to you anywhere in the world, to your domiciliary accounts anywhere in the world. Okay, and this is a very good option for those who are outside Africa, and I want to get their returns back to them in, outside of Africa. Okay, but the minimum is $50,000, and the ROI is 8%. Now, this is way higher than you'll get in any form of, stable, low risk investment in the US or in the UK or even here in Dubai. There are some investment that will give you higher than this, but they are high risk investment. They will tell you they are trading in gold, in diamond, in crypto, and you know what that means, right? All is gone. In this particular one you're doing with us, if anything happens, you can see the house that has been built. In fact, the good news is that all these 9 locations, we own the land, fully paid for, and no loan taken. All these 9 locations we're building houses in, we fully own the land and we didn't take loan for it, right? And the land exists as we speak. So it's not even a case of, we're about to do something and we've not yet paid for the land or something. So this is a very, very good advantage here in terms of this particular opportunity. We also have the Naira option, which you have from 10 million minimum investment, 18%, you have 20 million. So what we do is that if you invest more, you get higher returns for investing a lot more money. Okay. Now here is an example of why this is a fantastic investment model. Now this is as at 2022, that's last year. 1 bedroom in Jasper was going for 32 million last year. Okay, right? Early 2022. As of this year, what did you see, guys? 51 million for the same 1 bedroom. What is leading to this? High cost of inflation, high cost of building material. Most building materials are imported, so the value keeps going up. So imagine you are the one that invested, okay, last year. See, just capital appreciation alone is about 20 million on 1 bedroom, right? For those who do 2 bedroom, 47 million. As of this year, is 72 million. Now, funny enough, as at 2021, early 2021, this 1 bedroom was 18 million, 17 million. If I remember meeting a bank MD and I showed him our brochure, and he said, is there a house of 18 million or is it 17 million? Either between 17 and 18 million then. This was 2021, early 2021. So imagine you invested in 2021. So what we're saying is that even if you now don't want to buy the house, because there are people who will say, I don't want the headache of owning a house in Nigeria, okay, looking for who will rent it, all that liability, okay, I will give GTEx the money, go build the house, manage it, but just give me guaranteed returns. But what this is showing you is that we're not promising you what we can make. How many of you can see from this margin that GTEx will make enough money to be able to pay my money, right? Because this is one of the things that I teach people often. Many of us are busy doing investment, okay? And all we're after is the returns, is the volume of ROI. And we are not doing the analysis that what guarantees that these people will be able to pay me back my money, right? What is the profit margin in the business they're doing, right? What's the true state of things? What's the growth level? So we just end up putting our money into investment. At the end of the day, the partners couldn't make the money. And because they couldn't make the money, at the end of the day, they can't pay us. And we come back complaining, claiming we're scammed. But the reality is that you too should have asked and do your analysis well. Okay? Before I put my money into an investment, what is the proof that this company will make more than what they promised me? Because if they don't make more than what they promise you, they are not going to pay your returns. They are not foolish. They are investors. They're in business to make money. So there have to be pure analysis that proves that there will be returns on investment. Are you learning something, guys? If you are learning something, kindly type, I'm learning something. Guys, talk to me. Are you learning? If you are learning, type, I'm learning. So, and that's why I am taking my time to show you the evidence of the kind of returns we will be making. So you are investing with this. In fact, I can categorically tell you that this 1 bedroom will be running to over 100 million very soon. So you are smart now and you are doing real estate investment trust with us at GTEX, there is a guarantee that, hey, you will get back your money because we are making our money as well. The growth is very, is certain, and the data are there that shows you that, hey, this thing will keep bringing money. And so you can relax that you will make enough money to cover up for what you have invested. So let me continue my slide. So what are the locations we are building these houses, right? We have Jasper Estate, in Ibejuleki, called Lekki Town. This is just 5 minutes from the new Dangote refinery, which is the largest refinery in the world. This is the same location where the seaport, largest seaport in Africa, was dedicated. It has free trade zone and is not far from La Campagne Tropicana. There's so much going on in that area. In fact, the number of expatriates, the place currently has the largest concentration of expatriates in the whole of Africa. There are over 15,000 expatriates from China, from India, and even Dangote Refinery had to put them in a temporary shelter, a canopy house. Okay? And once the refinery is completed, it will no longer be safe for them to remain in that kind of shelter. So right now, the only person who has estates that people already live in is Amen Phase 1. And if you go and check your data, you see the prices Amen is selling, because it's like a monopoly. They're the only one who have houses people are living in. So in fact, at the moment, they are sold out in all the houses. And to rent Amen Phase 1 for a day, they are charging as high as almost 100,000 naira to rent for a day, because they are the only one who have like a decent housing in that entire community. So the demand for modern quality houses needed. Guess what? Nobody is building green and smart home in that entire axis. We are the only one doing that. So we are guaranteed that anybody who is renting house from you will pay more in rent compared to other normal houses that are not green and smart. It's a very secure environment, all fenced round. If you go to Jasper now, we've already fenced it round. CCTV camera, we've done interlocking, so a very, very well-built neighborhood that, guarantee a lot. We also have Jasper Estate, Isheri. Isheri shares border with Magodo, okay? On your right, if you're coming from Lagos, and on your left, it shares border with Bega in Lagos, Nigeria. It's close to China's television, close to Rainbow FM. It's close to Turkish International School, right? A lot of estates already reside there as well. Okay. Next estate, let me see. Okay, we have some video to play to you. This is old adverts of Jasper. by one of the celebrities.
Gitex Home is a brand with vision of having the largest green and smart estate with innovation and technology. The vision has given birth to Jasper Gardenia along the coastline of Ibejuleki, Lagos. The first green and smart affordable estate. Now, Jasper Estate is just 10 minutes away from Dangote Refinery and it's just opposite the Lekki Golf Course. And guess what? The title is given. Now, you can get a property here because here, my friend, is the future.
Gtex Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you build your future.
So if you go to our YouTube page, you're going to see a lot of videos about this estate. So this is the video for the Sherry, the day we launched it. We had Ketan Shaw, Macaroni, these are Nigerian celebrities.
Thanks for staying with us. Now to housing development. Gtex Homes has again demonstrated why it is largely regarded as one of the most proactive and dynamic property development and management companies in the country. The innovative and reliable real estate company has unveiled plans to build luxury green and smart homes for Nigerians at home and those in the diaspora. Kelly Giga tells us more.
This is the phase one. It's 150 plots in total. It's already fenced round already. And then we have phase two is directly behind it.
Gtex Homes, a company already known amongst industry experts as one of the first to introduce the idea of green, smart, and luxury homes, is now raising the stakes even higher. With Lagos tagged the world's fastest growing megacity and densely overpopulated, Gtex Homes is here today unveiling plans to build sustainable houses using experts with experience from all over the world and quality materials that can stand the test of time.
Lagos is exploding in terms of population growth. If you own a piece of Lagos, you own money and you own gold. So get yours today.
The GMD and CEO, Dr. Stephen Akitayo, also takes participants, journalists and celebrities, including Nigerian actors and content creators, around the estates to have a first-hand experience.
This is the 3D model of how it will look like. So towards this front here, there are some hotels and commercial malls and all of that.
And for Kate Henshaw and Mr. Macaroni, the Jasper Sherry Smart, Green and Luxury Homes is a commendable initiative.
This is not outside of Lagos, just on the outskirts. So you're not outside of Lagos. You're not going to miss out on anything. It's not going to take you hours to get to your desired location in Lagos. And of course, by the time this place is ready, it's going to blossom. There's nothing like having a piece of land. It's always increases in value, never ever decreases.
This environment, is in high demand already, and it's going to be in high demand in some years to come. So why not have one of that now, one of the piece, so that when that time comes, you know that if at all you don't want it for yourself any longer, you want to sell, you know that you are going to see over 200, 300% in increase.
Plot A, plot 7. Wow.
There was also time for allocation, as buyers are already keen into the Jasper Sherry Smart, Green and Luxury Homes. Kelly Giga, TVC News, Lagos.
Okay. How many of you love what you're saying? Come on, guys, talk to me. How many of you love what you're saying? If you love what you're saying, type, I love this, I love this. I love to hear your feedback. Okay, before I continue the presentation. If you love what you're saying, just type, I love this, I'm excited, this, come on, give me some update. Because I'm just the one teaching and teaching. Okay, good, I can see. Oh, John loves this. Tommy, Charlie loves this. Churchill or Carrefour, Patrick, Jessica, Elizabeth, Ed. Oh, good. Okay, beautiful. I'm happy that you all love this. So let me continue. Now I'm encouraged to continue, right? So we also have our Jasper Estates in Bejulek, Lugbe in Abuja. This is just 3 minutes from Dunamis Church and on the express road, just a few minutes off the express road. Beautiful estate as well. Same thing happening here in terms of old price. See the old price. 3 bedroom, because we're doing 3 and 4 bedroom there. 3 bedroom was going for 59 million last year. Right now, the same 3 bedroom is going for 97 million. While 4 bedroom last year was going for 69 million. Now it's going for 106 million. So there's so much appreciation in all these estates even before completion. And
my name is Steve Akida. I'm the MDC of GTEX Homes. Welcome to Jasper Estate, Abuja. Green, smart home that we're creating here. And we're selling both land and building here at Jasper Estate, Abuja. We encourage you to invest. It's a fantastic place. Remember, you don't wait to buy land, you buy land and wait. Jasper Estate is a beautiful place. And I've known Stephen Akintara for quite a while now. He's one person that I've seen that whatever he touches and eventually comes into place.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you build your future.
okay, that's that for that. We also have the Roselium Estate, which is Lagos, Bejuleki, just before you get to Jasper Estate in Bejuleki. We have Roselium Estate in Abeokuta Expressway. We have Roselium Estate in Asaba, as well as the Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Same model will be starting the housing units there as well. So you have the real estate. The name of the housing is different from the name of the estate. So any Jasper estate, the housing estate is called Gardenia. Any real estate, the housing name is called Roselium. That's how we've patterned all our estates. So this is close to Oniru Beach, Amen Estate, Seventh-day Adventist. It has all this beautiful location. And let me show you.
Beachfront Estate. As you can see, we've done the interlocking straight to the express road. People live here. The beach is just 1 minute from here. It's the perfect place to own a house. Now, what's unique about this estate is that people already live here, right? So it's a place you build your house, you move in immediately. And of course, we now have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4, 5 bedroom here. But more importantly, we also have land. So you can buy land as well here. Unfortunately, as for the land part, we only have 50 plots left. And out of the 50, we're only even selling 20 at this point. So call the numbers on the screen and get your own. Remember, for the housing, if you're buying 3, 4, or 5 bedroom, you get a brand new car for free. Yes, brand new car if you're paying all the money at once. And if you're doing installment payment, we are giving you an opportunity for all expense paid trip to Maldives or Seychelles, or even all expense paid trip to come back to Nigeria to see the property itself. A lot of work is going on, and I want to invite you on the 19th of February as we officially relaunch this estate and show you the master plan and the amazing work we're doing here. You don't want to miss it for anything. Go register for the event, www.gtechhomes.com/relaunch. Pick the real beachfront or Jasper Estate. We're doing the two together the same day. It's going to be massive, and I look forward to seeing you. There are a lot of celebrities will be joining us as well. It's going to be great. Don't miss it for anything in the world. Don't be told.
Okay, so that's
Welcome to
that estate. So because of time, I may not go into all these other estates because of time. But you can see them, some financial estates. I think because of time. We're also doing mega allocation. For those who currently bought land from all our estates, we're doing one on the 18th of March, and we're doing one on 18th of February, sorry. Farouk, you made a mistake. 18th of February, and then 25th of March. Okay. So thank you, everybody. And that is it for my presentation today. Did you learn something, guys? Is this something you're proud to be a part of? Come on, guys. If you're proud to be part of this, just type I'm proud, I'm proud. If you learned something, type I learned something. I'm ready to take your questions at this point. And of course, ready to have you get started in terms of investment. So Ikena will drop the number of GVest and the email for GVest for as many of you who want to invest right away in this 10 billion naira we're raising. You can call that number right now. They'll give you all the details and you can invest. However, let me give some quick updates about the fact that we will no longer be taking 10 million naira investment from next week, Monday. It will now be 15 million. And then upper Monday, it's increased to 20 million. Why? We're trying to raise 10 billion urgently. If we keep taking just 10 million, right, it will take us longer time to raise the money. So we're trying to make the minimum entry to be 30 million naira. And if you're doing the dollar option, minimum to be 100,000. So we're giving like every week, we're increasing it by a certain amount as to minimum amount you can invest. Okay, so I'm ready to take questions. Charles Tommy is ready to invest. He needs the number right away. So Ikena, can you drop the GVest number and the email to call at which email, GVest email for those who want to send email. So you can either call or send an email or send a WhatsApp message. And even tonight, you can start your investment right away. For some people who say, okay, I want to do the 10 million, but right now in the bank, I only have maybe 5 million. But in 2 weeks' time, I can balance the remaining 5 million so that I don't lose out on the opportunity to invest as low as 10 million. The answer is yes, you can do that. However, your ROI will start reading on the day you pay the balance. Samantha says, I'm looking for a real estate agent. Samantha, there's no problem at all. We have some of our team members here who can be your agent. One of them is Blessing Ezeagu. Blessing is +234 80 930 7599 999. So you can call Blessing on that number. She will help you out with that. Okay? Ikechukwu had been waiting. What's going on? You don't know your GVest number again. Can you post it? Okay, any more questions? So I've answered the 2 questions I've seen. Any more questions? Feel free to ask your questions, guys. Actually, I want to list and sell my real estate property. Well, we don't do that here. We have our own developments, and that's what we're selling, Samantha. Okay, so to sell your own, you know. Ola Yinka says, what happened to the current investors of three? No, you continue to earn your returns. You know, those who are allowed to invest 2 million or 5 million, you continue to get your returns. It's just that we're not taking new investor with that low amount anymore. So you were lucky. You took advantage of it earlier. Okay. But the question is, what happened to after the 3-year tenure? After the 3-year tenure, you get back your capital, Olayinka. And if you want to continue, you need to add more money to be able to start a new investment. So that's the answer. When is GTS looking at building in the USA? Well, at the moment, we currently help people acquire properties in the US, even as of now, and a lot of people are investing. Our first US deal is gone. I mean, that was a one-time deal. It was an estate in Dallas. So we're hoping to do the second one because that just went, somebody bought the whole thing at once. So we're looking at the next deal in the US, but normally you want 1 apartment, 2 apartments, state your location, state your budget. We can help you out with that. Otibe Hansen says, this is massive insight. Thank you so much for the time. You're welcome. Churchill Okafor says, mine is a comment. The green plan of the estate is perfect, sir. Not every real estate firm is adopting green aspect of real estate because it's beyond the aesthetics. It helps the planet too. Absolutely. In fact, it's also expensive. So we're trusting God to be able to attract donors, grants in the future to be able to complete most of this estate because it's expensive. Charles Tommy says, when is GTS looking at coming to you? As soon as we get a suitable land, okay, we'll come to you. Patrick Abalaka says, do you have any deal in St. Kitts and Nevis? At the moment, no, we don't. Samantha says, what amenities are available in your estate properties? All the amenities, swimming pool, gyms, everything a house needs to have. But of course, we're not furnishing it, so you furnish it yourself. Otibe Hansen says, also, real estate is a field of endeavor I have genuine interest in. I did like to inquire if you take or are taking mentees. I love to submit myself. Yes, we're taking mentees, just that the mentee must pay for the time to be mentored and supported. So you have to be willing to pay for that. Ikena, you didn't drop the number. What's going on? Farouk, are you there? I think Farouk should take over at this point. Because I don't know what's going on, whether Ikena's network is affecting him. Farouk, can you take over and help us post the GVest email and phone number, okay? So that, you can handle that. Where's Farouk? So I want to thank all of you once again for being part of today's training. God bless you real good. Call the numbers being presented and happy investing. And looking forward to seeing you investing with us and making money together. What I love about what we're doing is we're creating a win-win situation for you and for our company. So there's a win-win for both parties and everybody is making money this way. How much is mentorship? I want to learn. Ahmed Abbas, for all of you who want to join my mentorship program, please contact Joshua on +23481 800 618. We have several mentorship programs, and Joshua will help you as to how to go about it. Okay? So contact Joshua again, +234 +234 81800000618. And his name is Joshua. He's in charge of my coaching and mentorship program. He will help. Farouk, are you there? Hello, Farouk, are you there? Hello, Farouk, are you there? Where's Farouk? Somebody get Farouk. Oluwayomi Triumphant Abatan says, I just joined. Can I have access to recording? Absolutely. So you need to go to Dr. S. Akintayo on YouTube. Go subscribe right now. And in 30 minutes, but subscribe, because the advantage of subscribing now is that once the video is uploaded, you will get a notification and you can watch it all over again. Okay, so definitely that's is being done. Farouk, if you're here, please unmute and go ahead, Farouk. Or can anybody take over and wrap up, please? Either James or anyone. Elizabeth says, though I joined late because of another engagement, but I'm always blessed to listen to you. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm glad to know. Is it being streamed live on YouTube? I just mentioned, go to this Dr. S. Akintayo. I just posted that. Subscribe to the channel, right? Subscribe to the push notification. Once it's uploaded, it will notify you and you can watch it. And I didn't talk about streaming. I talked about the fact that we will later upload it, and you just go type the word DSA Akintayo on YouTube and then subscribe. Okay, just type the name. There's no link. Type the name on YouTube and you are free. Somebody says, Christopher says, when will GTS have strategic billboard adverts in locations? Well, for us, that wasn't an immediate move, because Adron or other people you mentioned, they were catering towards the mass market. Okay, so when Adron started, some of these companies, with as low as 100,000, you can become their clients. GTEX, average of our estate is 5 million and above. Okay, and so because of that, we cater towards specific types of customers. So there was no need to just have billboard everywhere. Okay, because we are kind of our average customers are the upper middle class. So when it comes to marketing, it has to be strategic. You do it based on who are your clientele, who are your customers, and you go, where they are. So yes, at some point, GTEX will do a lot of billboards. But even when we do billboards, it's in strategic location. For example, last year we did a lot of billboards, but the billboard was at the airport. So if you are not traveling, you will not know. And again, that was intentional, because most of our clients, over 90% of our clients, are Nigerians in diaspora, aside non-Nigerians at all, who are also our clients. We do billboards, we do a lot of this marketing, but it's strategic, and the goal is to focus on those who can afford what we sell and target that specific market, rather than just being everywhere and, you know, attracting those who might not even be able to afford what we sell. Okay, so that is an intentional strategic move when it comes to our brand and our company. So for us, that's the reason why you may not see our billboard everywhere, but we do it, but it's to certain strategic location. Okay? Any more question? Any more question? Are we on social media? Absolutely. Just type GTEX Homes. You will see us on social media, right? Just Google GTEX Homes. You see all our social media accounts. Our social media account is GTEX Homes. Okay, on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, GTEX Homes. We're there. Absolutely. We're there for you. Any more questions? If there's none, once again, thank you for being part of today's event. Really appreciate you all. Ikin has been mentioning your name all this while and you've just been quiet. 10 million investment lasts till when? It lasts till this Friday. Okay. After Friday, it's going to be 15 million. Okay. And then upper week is going to increase to 20. And then that's how we increase it gradually. Right? Ikena, are you there? Ikenamba. You are welcome. All of you, Ohenero, you are welcome. You're welcome. Ikenamba, are you there? Can you unmute yourself?
I'm here.
Can you unmute yourself? Because you have.
Yes, I'm unmuted. I'm unmuted.
Well, give us the details for Jiver's phone number and email and wrap up the meeting. Okay? Thank you, everybody.
Okay. All right. So the number to call for Jivers (080). Are we there? 3580 3253 or 090. Are we there? 111 74 994. I call it again. 090 111 74 994. For the last time. 090 111 74 994. Thank you. Zero 090 111 74 994. 994. All right. Thank you for joining this webinar. We wait to receive your calls. We wait to receive mails from you as you pursue your client and prospects. And wish you all the best in these endeavors. God bless you.